Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of Take Her Microwave, where our opinions are often off script, y'all, but always on brand. As you know, it's your girl, your co-host, Macy Craft. Y'all know, Janai's in the back, getting us started, getting us going, and she will join us shortly. As always, y'all, thank you guys so much for coming back and joining us for another week full of yapping, y'all. Anyways, y'all, we have a very special show. I say that every week, but I especially mean it this week. It's not just special because we're here, but this is our last show before graduation, guys. Me and Janai are headed out of here. We have enjoyed our time here at USC so much. Annie has done the most for us. It's been absolutely amazing, guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're so excited for graduation and to see what the future holds. Guys, I could literally cry just thinking about it. But we're also so excited for how far Take Her Microwave has come. Janai and I have a lot to talk about, a lot to chat about, see about how we can realistically keep this going if we can. But you know, we're applying for big girl jobs, and unfortunately, we're having to move on very quickly. Y'all, they didn't give us any COVID years. They didn't give us any injury years. We were not offered them, but if we were, trust, now we get it. We would definitely take them. I know the ideal goal is to continue show, but just in case this is the finale, we're going to make sure it is a great one. As always, before we jump in to the show, let's get into our topics for the night. I'm going to jump around just a little bit. If you guys had your phone out, I'm sure you got the ESPN update. We talked all about basketball last week, and this week we're going to talk about that as well. You know, the playoffs are going on. You know, I've got a lot to say, especially about the Warriors and the Timberwolves. That series is stressing me out so bad. However, Celtics and the Knicks, Jason Tatum just went down at the end of the game with a leg injury. Not sure what is going on, if he'll be back, but trust, they need him. And now the Knicks are up another game. Unfortunately for them, but however, these are not the Celtics that we know. Yes, he did have to be wheelchaired out of the game. Janai just told me from the control room. But yes, we will get into that series. You guys already know, Tims, they are crushing my Warriors right now, and they're playing, so feel free, like I will be doing, to have the game pulled up as we talk. Y'all can talk about some updates in the chat, everything. We're going to be looking. But as I was saying, you know, the Cavaliers, I don't know what's going on with them. They're falling apart. Celtics were looking good until this injury this last part of this game. Thunder coming back. Denver, I don't know if you can keep up. We will get into it. You already know the Warriors. We're going to talk about it. What they need to win. We already know what it is. They need Steph back. They got to push a game 6. And this is the game to do it right here. I don't want to say too much. We're going to get into it. You know, I could talk about that all day. However, this show certainly started with a lot of talking about football. So it would definitely be odd if we didn't end it talking about football. Luckily, the NFL can't stay quiet for too long, you guys. If you follow our TikTok, you got a sneak peek. Derek Carr retired. We're going to get into it. Honestly, I think this is just payback for the Saints the way they did Shedeur. Now they have to stand 10 toes down on their quarterback, guys. We've got a few other football stories as well. But, you know, it's pretty much all about basketball today. We're going to get into it. Feel free to leave some comments. Chat with us in the live chat. Oh, Janai loves to have that pulled up.
I left the door open.
Oh, she loves to have the chat open. Feel free, even if you aren't here as we're live, leave some comments after. We'll get to them. Trust.
Y'all know we love a little talky, walkie.
Some more than others.
No, it's just for the plots, guys. Oh, y'all, I remember when we started this show. I can't lie. You know, I know you can't see my screen, but our first episode, I was just like, I know how to work the cams, but the Zoom was crazy. Like, I'm going to pull it up.
It was.
Y'all pull it up with me, give us a little view. The first episode, we were far from the screen.
No, literally.
Oh, my God.
We were so far. Oh,
What
my
the
gosh. You could see everything.
You could just see the whole thing.
You could.
And I had the audacity to make clips with this.
This is so. I remember.
And why is it
I
white?
would zoom in and be so distorted. I was like, oh, it's okay.
I can't believe it, bro. My fault on the cams.
No, that was a lot. It was also not just our section. We had another segment.
Yeah.
We're down 2 people now.
Yeah.
But
a lot has changed.
it has. And it feels like it was
crazy.
literally just yesterday. It doesn't feel like
real.
it's been this long. I was looking. We have so many videos.
Yes.
I was like, I can't believe it.
Like,
It doesn't.
What?
It doesn't feel like we have that many.
And y'all, you can really see the growth of the thumbnails.
Oh my!
Like,
I was looking at that the other day. I was like, these at the beginning they were so funny, but they were so bad. And I remember how it used to be like pulling teeth to do the thumbnails. We're like, guys, we need to take a good picture, please.
Right.
Like,
we're like, what are we doing for the thumbnail? What's the vibe of the show? And now it's just like, like we really been putting it out.
No, the thumbnails are so good. They're so funny.
Bro, not Zion. I just seen that. My bad, Zion.
That one was
our bad.
Oh, that was your thumbnail too.
They didn't know that.
Oh, that was hers. Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, y'all seen the chat. I mean, I guess the most recent update, Jason, man, I can't lie. I was just saying, if the Celtics can lock in and get a dub, hey, 1 game at a time.
Yeah.
1 game at a time. Now, I don't even know. Y'all know I don't have Twitter. I got to pull up. I got to see, like, what. I didn't see it.
I just saw him get wheeled out, and he was clearly upset, crying, I believe. But I didn't see it happen. I was looking for the highlight. Yeah, I just see him grabbing his leg in this picture. Oh, wait.
Is it like an ankle, or he's grabbing his knee or something?
It looks like he's grabbing an ankle. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to watch it.
Watching it live.
Oh.
I'll describe it for you. Oh, he goes up to slam, hanging on the rim. Okay.
He slipped.
Now they're inbounding the ball.
Where is he? Okay. Oh, he was still on the ground. That does not
He's
look...
holding his ankle, guys, and he's writhing around in a circle. Oh, they said a torn right Achilles tendon.
I was about to say, it's giving Achilles because he's pulling the back of his ankle.
Dang.
Yeah, he's done.
Wow. And
he's done.
I can't lie, guys. This does change things for the Celtics. Obviously, they weren't already having a good series. And then they got up one and were like, okay.
He knows.
Yeah.
He said, yep, back it up.
I'm not really sure what the fix is for that because I don't know. Didn't that just happen to Dame, right?
Achilles? To Dame? I don't remember.
What was it? What did he just injure?
I don't know why I don't remember what it was. I thought it was something else.
Well, first it was blood clots, and he came back.
Oh, yeah.
Achilles.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, torn left Achilles. Y'all, what's going on?
You know she be talking to y'all about these ankles and these exercises that y'all don't do.
Anyways, let's focus on her Warriors, guys. The great Steph Shedeur. Y'all was hating on us in the comments for saying that LeBron and Steph should be together. We want to watch that. We want to have fun. But do you think the Warriors can win the series without Steph?
Win the series? No. Do I think they could win this game? Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they've won. I mean, they won without Steph. I just think as we keep going along, they're going to need Steph's momentum. Like, you can't, like, underestimate the Timberwolves. I'm like, when Ant gets hot, he gets hot. Yeah. And realistically, we don't have it. We're not consistent enough. This team, I don't know. It's like when Steph's not there, they're looking for a leader. And I'm like, it's crazy because I'm like, you would think, like, you're like, you have Jimmy, you have Draymond, you've been here.
I was about to say, he's been there the longest.
But Draymond, sometimes he's just so childish in the way that he plays. Like, I get being upset by things.
Yeah.
But it's like, your team needs you. You can't get all these texts and all these fouls.
Right.
And then it's frustrating for the whole team. Like,
exactly.
No reason should Steph be getting off the bench and walking over to you to calm you down.
Anybody. You're grown.
Like, there's no reason for that. I don't know. They've let him go on for too long because they're like, great defensive player. But I'm like, in these moments, you need to be more than that.
It's like a toxic relationship. Well, the good outweighs the bad. You're like, girl, if you don't leave.
Does it?
Yes. I don't know. I think I completely agree with you. We just talked about this last week about the importance of a big three in NBA. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, a center, a shooter, whatever. Like, well, nowadays you need a center because y'all seen what Gobert did to the Lakes. But yeah, your shooter's gone. This is literally Juju Watkins all over again. What happened to Steph?
They said it was a hamstring injury. They said
Steph,
I know. They said they thought the earliest he could get back was Game 6.
Okay.
Some people were thinking he was gonna get back sooner just because they're not doing so.
He wants it.
Well, yeah, but they said I think he had a workout and they said that he was looking better. But I don't know if they're lying.
Hear that.
Yeah, everyone was like, well, I saw on Twitter everyone's saying like, why would you, they said just give up on the series. They said, why would you risk Steph? Like, he's already older, you know.
Yes. And
Maybe,
hamstring is no joke.
Literally, they said maybe just try
really
again.
Surgery that, you know? Like, I've never heard of...
I thought it was just like, you know, stretch down.
Yeah,
kinda.
like shin splints. Like,
yeah.
give it rest.
Yeah.
Ice hit, whatever. Strengthen the muscles around it. I'm not going to lie, though. I completely agree. I don't think the Warriors can take the series without Steph. I don't think they can go far without Steph. And I think it's not bad for the Warriors because Steph is not an injury-prone player. He's not a guy that's like, oh, he's missing hella games like KD or like, you know, other stars in the league. But I do think this is why you shouldn't rely on your one guy, as we've seen with you.
No, I totally agree. Even when Jimmy Butler said like, oh, this is proof that it's a lot easier when we have Steph. I'm like,
yeah, I don't think anybody...
We know, but it's like, y'all need to be able to like
without
get it together.
Y'all, I'm not ready to hold you. Juju and the Steph comparisons.
Yeah. I mean,
she's really.
It's not crazy to say that.
Exactly, and I think it's different because Steph is not an injury-prone guy. Like he's not. Another game. He's not a day-to-day Davis.
He's not. He plays all the time.
Right, so it's kind of like unprecedented. Like, man, we don't need another Steph. We got Steph. You don't be getting hurt, and then
he does, and it's like it's basically like kiss the series goodbye if you can't get back.
And we said this about being overworked, like 24-hour turnaround, the play-in tournament, and then this. He's a little, you know.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that they're bad without Steph. It's literally just that Steph kind of like masks the errors. Like they are allowed to like play a little looser like stuff because it's like Steph makes these big points. Like he's electric. Right. He's gonna get it back. Yeah. So it's like now you don't have that. You got to play clean and you got to go back to the basics. And y'all aren't doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
so you're getting beat.
Speaking of not getting back, the Celtics, I'm not going to lie. Even with Tatum in, I was like, I didn't hear that. But now that he's out.
They're done. They're done, bro. They're done. I never thought I would see this. The Knicks, wow.
Literally.
They've shocked me. Congratulations.
Jalen and, you know. Knicks, I can't. You know, I don't even. Just forfeit the rest of the game, Celtics.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I don't think they want to play without Jason.
It's kind of sad, though. They have a team.
Yeah,
they have a team.
But I think they're already down, 3-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But, you know, let's talk about them Pacers. They've been BTA. And if y'all didn't know, please, I know his name. Donovan Mitchell's, he's out.
Yes.
So the Cavs are without their star, as we just talked about with Steph, and we just talked about with Juju, Anthony Davis. It don't matter. You take away the star of the team, who puts up points? What are we doing? They played yesterday, obviously before he got injured. And I listened to the press conference, and the guy was like, we just don't know. Like, we got to see. So I guess we don't know what he injured. I'm going to do my due diligence right now, you know, see if there's been any updates, but
I didn't see.
I mean, obviously they said ankle injury. They said he's going to get an MRI, but I haven't seen any, like, this is what happened. And it happened yesterday, so.
Yeah, again, I think they just got to give this one up. You're down.
It's so 1-3. Sad, though.
I know, because the Cavaliers were so good. They had, like, the longest win streak or something. They were so good.
And bro, literally, I can't believe, like, I think anybody who even doesn't know ball, like, our bigs, so sorry, guys. It's because Mobley's on the team. The Cavs bigs, 16 points combined. Pacers bigs, 61. Yes, combined.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, that's insane.
Look, Mobley 10, Ty 7, Pacers.
Oh, wow. Yeah, y'all can't compete.
In the bigs, bro, we've fixed this so many times with, who was our big? Josh, with Vince, with Kajani, and this year, the bigs.
You've got to step up. You've got to step. If you have bigs that are putting up points and the other team cannot compete, you're really just done.
And to me, 17 points from a big is cool, but not combined.
Yeah. Not combined.
Yeah. Not in the league.
No.
So.
But 61 is crazy.
I think it's at the point of the, like, okay, I don't want to say Timberwolves got it, but, you know, Timberwolves got it.
Oh.
Pacers got it.
I knew she was a hater.
No, I didn't.
I knew it. I'm not shocked.
Pacers got it.
Never a Steph fan.
I think the Nuggets got it. I know I was a little
You think the
hesitant.
Nuggets got it? Over OKC?
Only because I was really watching Jokic play, and I was like, yeah. But yesterday, the Thunder did win, and it is tied 2-2. So, they got a couple more games to play, but what do you think? I think the Nuggets got it.
I don't know. Sometimes OKC's just so hot. I'm like,
yeah. And
they just both play so different. Like, we all know they rely on Jokic, and he's, unguardable. I think just in a sense of, like, you don't know what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when he plays like that, it's kind of like...
But you also have Aaron Gordon who helps with the points.
Well, yeah. And I feel like they underestimate him. So it's like...
He's too big to be getting underestimated.
No, but I've seen, like, several shots where he's unguarded and he'll just sink a three.
Ridiculous.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Chet, I'm like... You're the tallest, the closest to him.
They literally just let him. They just let him.
Chet, if you don't...
Chet be over there huffing and puffing.
You know,
sick.
like those gas station...
Oh, the little...
Chet, if you don't do a little something
Chet's
and block
tired.
it...
I don't know. I think that if OKC underestimates the Nuggets, then yes, the Nuggets are going to win.
I think that's the only series where it's like, it could go either way.
Yeah,
the rest
for sure.
of the series, to me, it's like, okay.
We kind of know. If the... Obviously, you know... It's giving the Timberwolves might have us. If I was Steph, at halftime, I would lace up. And I would give us a comeback that we want to see.
I would.
What? I'm like...
It's giving the Karate Kid. Just do it!
He can limp out there realistically.
Thing, Mr. Han. No.
He can limp out. You're dead.
I
think he'll be fine.
I think I'm really kind of like tapped out of the teams. Like, I feel like it's one of those, all right, we'll see who wins type of championships.
That's fair. If Steph was healthy, I would be more into this, but I'm just upset now.
Okay, who's your team then?
Right now?
If the Warriors lose?
The Nuggets.
Why is that?
You know why it is.
No, I don't think the people know.
I love the Nuggets. I think they have some underappreciated players.
Like
we've mentioned. You've mentioned as well. Aaron Gordon being one of them.
I didn't hear that.
You're so dumb.
I didn't hear that. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it's kind of sad for the Warriors, but that's why I posted in the last, show, like, if this season ends this way,
he's not going to retire.
Wants to... Oh, I think they need more help.
I agree. They've got to do something.
You got Jimmy, but what? Bro, did you see, guys, how can we forget the
what does that mean?
The draft lottery.
Oh, wait, I did see something
about it. And guess who has the first pick? Did you see?
No, I didn't see.
Guess.
Wait.
Come on.
I feel like I kind of saw this because I saw... I don't know who has it. Is it the Mavs? It is, right?
Yes.
Bro,
okay, all I saw was Kyrie, AD, and Cooper Flag.
Yeah, that's who I saw.
And LeBron literally tweeted like 10 laughing emojis. Because you can't be serious.
No, I agree.
And they were like, Adam Silver said, send Luka to a big city and you'll get first pick. Because, they do the thing like where it falls in, you pick the name.
Everyone says you're lying.
Come on. Like, literally when the Spurs got first, ain't no way.
Yeah, no
because
way.
It was luck. There's no way.
This is script for sure.
There's no way. Honestly, though, I can't lie. I don't care. I'm not sold on Cooper Flag, Kyrie, and AD just because of injuries. I'm not downplaying Kyrie's star power. I'm not downplaying AD at all. But we literally seen AD's first game.
No, literally injured the first game.
And they're both out.
Yeah.
So I mean,
now you're relying on Cooper to get here and carry the team.
And I get it. He's a star and all these things, and we'll see how it goes. But at the end of the day, 2 injured stars and then a potential star that you want to see how it works out.
Yeah. I said not everybody.
I'm not watching that.
No, literally, not everybody is Wemby. Wemby came in and he ate down.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah.
I said this is a star. We don't know if that's going to happen with Cooper. But, I mean.
And Kyrie tore his ACL.
Oh, yeah.
How could I forget so easily?
If I was him, I would hang it up.
ACL.
I would hang it up.
ACL.
It's just like, I would hang it up, yeah.
ACL, bro.
I'm like, no way am I recovering to come back to that.
In January 2026 is his return. NT Ways.
Wait a minute.
What happened?
No, I just looked at it's May. I said, dang.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. ACL.
Give it up.
Yeah, okay. And Cooper Flag is supposed to help.
That's what I'm saying. You're coming back to literally put the team on your back.
And I saw, and if he can, mind you, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Who did 1 year in college. 1. And
that part.
I saw so many Mavs won the trade. Did they? Are
Literally.
we forgetting Hurt 1 and Hurt 2? Are we forgetting day to day and month to month?
I think this is great for them. They can go ahead. They need a little pick me up. I really realistically don't think it's going to help them that much.
Yeah.
But I think they're making terrible decisions anyway, so.
I saw like people were saying, oh, Nico's like smiling and grinning because this is what he planned. No, he didn't.
I know Nico has had some sleepless nights. Some nights he cried
Bags
himself
under the
to
eyes,
sleep.
all that.
There's no way. There is absolutely no way. Honestly, if the Lakers would have got here and made a better run, he probably would have been real sick.
I'm mad they didn't, but we knew they needed depth. There's
no
way that all your
knew
starters
that.
didn't get subbed
They
out.
just had a honeymoon phase. They were so happy.
Me too. I
said, this is not
I was
gonna
like,
last long.
Lukey, yeah. No, nobody else was. Is it bad?
I said, I'm a little worried about how this is going to go.
That's fair. I think I was just caught up in the lights. And I
No,
was
that's
like,
fair.
We got
it was great for like looks for sure.
LeBron.
Oh, you and these songs. The fact that you know them all.
LeBron James. Hey, they need to play that. Getting looks from the stew. They need to play that in a little, function. LeBron.
What function you want to go to? Because you're going to be there alone if they play that.
LeBron James. Hey, LeBron.
The fact that you only know that part.
Wait, I know this is my favorite one. Is it okay to sing, guys?
Is it?
Okay, it's y'all know somebody that I used to know.
Stop. No.
Okay, they're like, it's like this.
The fact that you're actually preparing.
My glorious king, LeBron.
You know the
breaking
lyrics?
records, triple doubles, hitting threes like it's nothing.
You know the lyrics?
The throw. 4 rings, but for 40, that's why he's the GOAT, LeBron-y.
How many times did you have to listen to that?
Song.
I can't believe
LeBron-y.
this. However, someone tried to make a remix with Steph. They needed auto-tune so bad. It was so sad. It made me embarrassed because I said, y'all are acting like Steph isn't good, y'all.
I just think LeBron's just different.
He is, but I feel it's annoying me. The only reason this whole series is annoying me is because people are like, oh, like if Steph wins, like then he'll be in like the GOAT conversation. Like I'm like,
I don't think he's in the GOAT just because of longevity. But I think he's in the GOAT for 3-point shooting and other things. But I think nobody compares, like
nobody
compare
compares
LeBron to Jordan, but they don't compare Steph to Jordan. And I'm not saying Jordan's the GOAT. I'm saying what the people do.
All I can say is nobody can do it like Steph.
And I completely agree.
Like
but also, I hate, like, when they say Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, different positions. So
well, I don't know why there's like, oh, well, I guess that makes, I think obviously LeBron James is the GOAT. But I'm like, come on, give Steph his flowers.
I don't think Steph is far off.
That's what I'm saying.
If we're talking modern times.
I feel like they're like I feel like you're discrediting him.
And
they're
I think nostalgia bias because there's just when they said, oh, if you put blah blah blah, they can play. They said LeBron literally said if you put Giannis back, he scored like 500 points.
That's fair.
And I just Steph's whooping ass
for sure
back in the day, bro.
For sure.
LeBron,
okay, you know what? You're done. James. We don't want to hear you sing. Oh, chat said. We don't want to hear you sing anything else. Oh my gosh.
Did they? Because I didn't. Must be a secret chat.
Yours isn't updating, but that's okay. They just said, please hush.
Anyways, guys, about secrecy and, lies and all that. Brady and Shedeur, we don't really know the tea. We don't know the truth, but I think it's coming out. So I'll give y'all a little clip from Skip Bayless himself. I'm going to put it in 2x speed, so I'm just preparing y'all. Slow it down if y'all listening at home.
Tom Brady mentored and coached Shedeur Sanders all the way up through high school and into college and through college. Mentored and coached. Nobody out there outside of Shedeur's family knows his game and his nature, his tangibles and his intangibles better than Tom Brady. So we're to believe that nobody in the Raiders organization at any point in time before the draft said, hey, Tom, what's your opinion of Shedeur? And by the way, the Raiders did need a quarterback desperately badly before they went out and acquired Geno Smith. But my point is, at no point, neither Pete Carroll, nor nor John Spivak, nor Mark.
Okay, it's a long video. I really suggest you watch both of them because y'all, if y'all don't know Skip, he is a Tom Brady rider. Like, he's Tom Brady's number one fan. So for him to say this, it's like Macy going against Aaron Gordon. No lie. It's like, what? Huh? That's how it is. So context is important because y'all would just think, oh, he's an analyst. No, he's Brady's number one fan type of thing. But yeah, as y'all know, Shedeur fell to the 5th round in the draft, and he got drafted by the Browns after they drafted a QB. Mind you, they have Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Deshaun Watson. So now they have 5. Makes no sense to me. But alas, first Skip said, oh, Brady ruined Shedeur's rep with the Raiders because he has stake in it and they didn't draft him and they obviously need a quarterback badly. I don't care if you got Geno Smith. He's not a long-term solution. So yeah, they need a QB. Then Brady went on this podcast and he was like, none of it's true. None of it's true. Stop.
It was all lies.
They made it up. It's fake. Stop. And then Skip, and then the Raiders GM he was like, oh no, we asked him.
He said, why wouldn't we ask him?
Literally, he literally said, y'all know I love quotes because outside of these walls, journalists, I really do that. But he was like, why would we not? It would be stupid of us to not ask Brady. And then Brady hasn't said anything since. And then Skip said what I just played y'all. What do you think?
I just think it's crazy that you're lying because I'm like, clearly you have ties to the Raiders. And it just makes sense the way they're saying, like, oh, they obviously would ask you. To me, that makes sense. It's like, okay, you have ties to them. You're clearly close with Shedeur. What better person to ask that is kind of unbiased in a way?
Literally.
So my thing is, we don't know what you said. I think you should have came out and admitted it right then and been like, okay, we did have this discussion, like, blah, 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 like. Because I'm like, you obviously said something. I don't get it. I don't get the lying on the podcast and thinking nobody's going to come back and say it. Is it just because you're Tom Brady or is it just, like, I genuinely don't get the lying. I think that's my biggest problem with it because we're going back and forth. It's, oh, I didn't say anything. I did. Obviously now it doesn't matter because Shedeur is with the Browns and he's looking pretty good. But the thing is, it's like you low-key sabotaged him in a way. And you were so close with this family, as you've said. It's like, that's like dirty work. Like, why, I don't feel like there's any reason to do that. If it was like, if you came out and you were like, oh, I had concern about this, the right thing to do was to address those concerns with Shedeur prior to him going into this, if you were his mentor and stuff. So my thing is, now I want to know what you said. I think the GM should come out and say what he told us.
Yeah.
Tom, get ahead of the game, say what you said, because I'm like, now it just looks like you're lying and you can't be trusted.
I completely agree. And this is, y'all know I have to ask a little Frinsky, but yeah. General Manager John Spivak confirmed the team saw input from minority owner Brady on quarterback evaluations. Mind you, before the draft, before all this, when they were trying to get Rams QB, what is his name? The Rams QB.
Whatever.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Brady wined and dined him. Mm-hmm. It was out there. They wanted him to the Raiders. Brady invited him to his ski cabin and all that. Hello? So you mean to tell me, oh, you don't? But I completely agree. I feel like if he would have like not doubled down, if he would have been like, y'all, yeah, maybe like I can't say exactly what I said, but I just didn't think it was a good fit for his career, then I would have been fine. Like, you know,
maybe
I don't want to go to the Raiders either.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so he could have said like, but I think it would have been harmful to say because he's a minority owner. But maybe he could have worded it better, like, oh, I think his playing style would fit better here. So I just told him, like, you know, this is how he plays, this, but it didn't, like, it wasn't a fit, you know, something. But just to be like, I had no this, I had no that.
Literally, and then to blame the media and be like, they can just say whatever they want and lie. For them to say, no, we didn't say whatever. Literally, for the GM to come out and say, no, we literally talked to you.
And obviously we don't know, like, exactly what was said. But they said, yes, we confronted Brady. We would be idiots to not do that.
Like, even if he was like, oh, no, I said that so-and-so might be a better fit or this. I'm like, that's fair. Like, no one's mad at you because of that. But you saw what Shedeur did, like, what he went through, how they tarnished his character. And then you're low-key adding to it by not being like, oh, no, this is what I said.
And now they got Cam Miller. Yeah, Exactly. Who is that? Exactly. I know y'all just said that. Exactly. Cam Miller, North Dakota State QB. They got him in the 6th round. He's from Iowa. I'm sorry, Cam. I'm not digging on you. I know that kind of sound like dig. My bad. And I'm not trying to bring anybody down to lift anybody up. That's not what we do here. However, was on nobody's draft boards. The Raiders had Geno. They could have gotten a guaranteed, this is our future. And now, okay, I guess we got to see what Cam Miller's working with. And when I'm listening to Brady talk about Cam Miller, I was like, yeah, okay. This was ChatGPT'd. He was like, oh, he's a great guy. And anyways.
What else is he supposed to
say? He said he liked the way he threw, his technique, throwing from the ground up, in his motion. Our cat can describe that so generally about anybody. You know, like it just. But anyways, I like how Shedeur's been in training camp. I like the videos I've been seeing.
Do you? Because I'm mad. I feel like
I feel like
I haven't seen one video of Dylan Gabriel. Not
Hello?
one video of him.
I saw one of the team, and they were like, do a funny post, and they were like,
yeah, all of them. I'm like, I'm mad because I feel like y'all are using him for clout when you drafted him so late.
The league, the Browns, everybody.
I think it's so crazy because it's like, now you paid Dylan Gabriel all this money. For what? For him to sit. Now he gets to sit and just whatever, and Shedeur is actually working.
Yeah. I think I don't like it because I feel like y'all may not like this and all the race stuff, but this is our show. So I'm going to say what I want. I just feel like it's kind of giving slavery. Like, you wanted to prove a point. You picked him, and then now he's just like this, like, let's film him. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's like every move, every interview, him throwing at rookie camp. Okay, that's normal. But I can't really put my, like, hands around the ties. But it's like.
It's so annoying.
It's like, you know how they would put black men and be like, we want this one. We want the stronger one.
Turn around. This.
It's just like he's an object. And
no,
like.
Literally.
I don't like it. Like, I like what I saw. Like, when I say, oh, I like it. I mean, like, I like that he doesn't seem fazed. He doesn't seem sad. He doesn't seem upset or, like, whatever. And he just seems like himself, like, from what we have seen. Like, he jokes around. He's like, I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. I'm here to prove myself right.
No, even when they were like, oh, are you going to try to get the number 2? And he's like, oh, my signing bonus isn't that right. All the comments are like, oh, look at, he's so funny. I said, y'all were just hating on him. Now he's funny. I said, it's so crazy how people switch up. Like, everyone in the comments is like, oh, I knew he'd be good. Like, when they're showing all the practice, I'm like, number 1, this is just practice.
Literally.
Number 2, y'all were just hating on him. Like, also they're saying, like, because they released, like, what's his name? Who got drafted to the Giants? Why did I just forget?
Abdul Carter.
No, quarterback.
Oh, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. They released, like, his interview videos. Everyone's like, we've got to see the Shedeur ones.
I've seen that, bro. Abdul Carter, he was like, put me anywhere. It don't matter. I want that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is normal.
Yeah.
So what did Shedeur say?
I don't, like.
The most arrogant breath guy ever interviewed.
It needs to be the worst video ever, the way y'all were acting.
Worse than me, because I be turning up on the soccer field. I be like, yeah! And what? Black football? Yeah, and what? So Shedeur, his better be garbage.
Literally.
Bad, like. What is it? Bobby with the shoes. Like, he better be on the table dancing.
No, literally.
Hooting and hollering.
He better come in, not shake anybody's hand.
Literally.
The way y'all were acting, I'm like, I know it's not that bad.
And it's not even us. Like, you know, people are just, unfortunately, if you don't have media literacy, you're just victims of whatever you see. For the coach, the anonymous source, to say the worst interview I've ever had in my life. Yeah, you are you're responsible.
Yeah.
And there was no talk about that until this quote.
Literally, the fact that no one came out and fact checked it, the fact that no one else came out and
32
agreed.
32 teams in one guy.
Someone could have been like, there were people being like, I don't agree with this, blah, 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 but nobody was covering that.
And
nobody's
32
nobody.
Teams. One person who's not even a GM owner, he's a assistant QB coach of a team we don't even know.
It makes no sense.
I didn't hear that.
The fact that nobody thought, let me fact check it. Nobody said, that can't be true. Like, he never gave that. It was like people were waiting to find something wrong to be like, oh, yeah, no.
They were waiting. And we posted a video and people confirmed it. They were like, oh, yeah, we didn't want him to win because, and I was like,
There
All
was
of
no
these
even
reasons
reason.
are crazy.
Like, they were either terrible reasons or there were none. They were like, oh, I was just waiting for him to fall. And I'm like,
literally.
what's wrong with
because
you?
the ball boy incident, if you really watch the video,
The ball
you would
boy
understand.
incident was actually crazy. That, like, actually ridiculous. One, he wasn't even the problem.
Literally.
I'm pretty sure, did he walk? I thought he walked away, or maybe Shiloh walked away. Someone walked away, and then their other brother came up and kind of
Yes,
did
it was the other brother.
It was not even them. I'm like, did y'all not see the same
He's
video
a
I did?
victim of unmedia literate
And then it was also like,
people.
why are you taking the ball from them?
Hello? That is your job.
That is not your job. Your job is to go retrieve the ball, but not to take it.
Yeah.
Or or at least you could have been like, hey, can I get the ball?
Yeah. I feel frustrated for him to be in this situation. Like, I feel like it's good and bad. Like we said, you realistically are the best one there.
Yeah.
Flacco, can you pick it? We seen how you played on the Steelers. You got yourself a little ring skin.
Yeah, be happy and sit down.
Literally, Deshaun Watson, ACL, he's not even going to be ready soon. And then Dylan Gabriel, who they clearly don't care about since they drafted somebody behind you.
If I was Dylan Gabriel, I would be sick.
Off.
Like, imagine you're like, they drafted me, then you saw Shedeur, you're like, it's okay, and like, the world's hating on him, like, and then you get to practice, and they're like, you did that, Shedeur. He's getting all the compliments. You're like, wait a minute, hold on.
But it sucks because it's like the Browns again.
No, literally.
Like, it's like a win-lose. Like, okay, he plays to win, plays for playing time, but like, he's not getting traded anytime soon.
Yeah.
He's like kind of stuck. Best of the worst. And I hate it for his career, but I just hope he shines, but not too much because he's in the AFC North and you're not a Raven. Not a Raven.
Maybe he should, I don't know, I was going to say maybe he should sit. Yeah, let Dylan get some reps and then slither your way out. But I know he wants to play.
He should have been a Steeler.
Yeah.
Because, anyways, I don't want to.
Don't get into the Steelers because
George Pickens is now a Cowboy. Hello. DK is by himself. And we literally said CeeDee Lamb by himself can't do it. And then DK, he has a twin.
We were like, oh, it's either crash out or it's going to be the best thing ever. I feel like they had a few like, hey, and they said.
Well, they didn't want to pay him.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So he was like, I'm on some new. I'm chucking my deuces up.
You're singing today. You are singing today. Oh, what'd they say in the chat? They said,
keep singing, girl. We're going to tip. Yes!
They did not say
I'm talking about in it.
Goodbye.
I'm talking about in it.
They did not say that.
They said one more song and $20 tip. Wham, wham. You burned out.
And send it to Macy Craft 1 on Cash App.
No.
I'll make sure it gets to her. Thanks.
No. Don't do that, guys. None of it's true. I mean, speaking of rookies in NFL, there is a guy on the Bengals.
Oh, yes. What's his name?
Play the clip for you because, love it from the source. But, sorry, guys. I clicked an editor in my red. But I don't know how true it is just because when I listened to the interview, it wasn't like he explicitly said, like, I'm doing this, It was like, okay, but we'll see. We'll see. Y'all see.
Participate in mini camp today?
I just decided not to sign those papers.
Do you anticipate signing your contract before Monday to join the team, or you're not sure when that's going to come together?
I would hope so.
Participate in mini camp today?
Basically, his name is Shamar.
I'm not even gonna look at you because I see what you're doing in the corner of my eye.
He's holding out because he's not happy with his contract. People were saying, oh, would you sign up? Would you start working a job and you're not happy with the pay? And then some people are like, you're an idiot. You're a rookie. I don't know how to feel. I can't lie. I think holding out a mini camp is like, but you know what they say when the first person does it, they always look at you crazy. And then you like sometimes it's successful and then you set the precedent for others. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I can't lie.
It's because of the pay?
Allegedly. He didn't say why, but people are speculating. They said contract negotiations, but we don't know. Like people, it could be incentives. It could be like later down the line, we're going to have you for 5 years instead of 4. We don't know specifics.
Well, I saw everybody in the comments. I saw a video and they were saying, well, it's not uncommon for them not to sign right away. However, I think you have to know where you stand.
Yeah.
Like, does this team need me more than I need them?
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of get worried because I I don't know. I think everyone has to go through like the rookie thing. Not everyone's gonna get drafted in the first round. Not everyone's gonna get drafted in the first 10, whatever. I don't know. It's a little weird to me. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like I'm not mad at him because I think you should advocate for yourself. But I'm like, how far are you willing to go?
Yeah, and I want to know the specifics too. Like, is it incentives? Is it for the long-term deal? What's the holdout for?
Yeah, because I think he also said something like he was pretty sure it was gonna get fixed like soon and stuff. So I'm like, maybe it's something small.
Yeah, they said Monday. Clock's ticking.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the media is probably blowing it up more than it needs to be. But I do think, I don't know. I feel like you see rookies so excited that they probably just sign to be there. And literally, I'd be like,
depends on the team. If it's literally. Like, y'all already know, top 10 teams last year.
But I'm like,
you know John Adams? John Hancock. I'm signing my name the biggest on the paper.
Please. But I'm like, the Bengals, though, I'm like, realistically, the Bengals have fallen short. But I'm like, you got the best.
Oh, let me be a Bengal, please.
Jamar. I'm like, shoot, I would have signed that contract. I would say, yeah, but just put my name down. Whatever it says, yeah.
Oh.
Why are you still talking about T. Higgins? You're done. You're officially done. Ooh.
Hey, T, if you're watching this, we would love to have you on the show. We're fans. For real. And Jamar.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Both of y'all. Y'all are just dogs, for real. And it never gave wide receiver 1 and 2. It gave 1 and 1.5.
Okay.
Educated, well-rounded individuals. And we know the difference between there, and there.
Okay, here she goes.
That's important.
Your.
There. Yeah. Anyways, guys.
Just a sing-songy kind of day.
Since it is, potentially, I don't know, we'll see. We should talk about USC football. I know Macy wasn't prepared for this, but I got a question for you.
Ooh, perfect.
And I'm ready.
One of my favorite topics.
Answers. Oh.
You are a singer today. No Beyonce, but a singer.
Wait, what did she say?
Maybe Michelle.
Say Beyonce.
It's giving Michelle.
Oh, you ain't no diva. No,
and
you know
aren't.
the riff.
Oh yeah, she ate that. It didn't sound like that.
But anyways, realistically, is next year another rebuild year for USC football, or it's like we had this last year, we have pieces now, we can have a better record than last year because we know who our QB is.
I'm glad you said that. I think it's a rebuilding year. Well, not. I don't know.
Repair. I don't know.
Repair.
Rebuild's the word.
I don't think they're really putting a lot on this year simply because the 2026 year is supposed to be so good. Every day I see something. Someone else committed. Number 1 person. Number 5. Like, so many good pieces. It's just giving.
I literally need to see all of them ball out.
Yeah.
The way that we're ranked number 1. We got hella 5 stars. The class of 2026 better come in and put some, I don't know, literally
immediately
belt.
I don't know. I hate when that happens because I feel like they kind of give up before because they're like, we're gonna be great next year.
Yeah.
But also I'm like, y'all know how these kids work these years. Like, if y'all aren't balling out, they're gonna be like,
that's what I'm so worried about. Someone just decommitted and I saw comments with thousands of likes. And now it begins.
Literally, like, if y'all are not having like a good season, they start dropping like flies, bro. Like, literally.
Flies. And I
so
hope
crazy.
Lincoln had honest conversations like, this year, don't really.
I hope so, because it's giving that, what they have, it was like that Miami game in Florida, and I think Miami beat UF.
Oh.
And they were telling all their commits.
The recruits.
They were like, come to us. And I said, oh, if I was a coach, I'd be like, oh, no, please. It's just a bad day.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, I think it's another, like, we'll see how it goes year. I know we have pieces. I'm excited for our receivers. I can't lie. Hey, Prince, I've seen the footage. I'm excited to see him. I know Jacoby, they've been kind of marketing him. I think
Lemonade.
Because they know him, or the fans know him. That's
Jacoby
why.
Mackay.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see another tall receiver.
I agree. We lack that.
I'm not trying to hate, guys, but the Deuce project didn't really, transfer well.
Y'all know what I said. Deuce is going to be great at FSU this year. I know. I feel it in my heart. He's going to be great. And I'm literally going to show her all the clips.
It's not that I don't believe it, guys. It's the same as Zach. I'm looking at you here, and I'm looking at you only catch open field passes.
That's fair, but I feel like realistically he didn't come here to play football. That's the only reason I give him grace.
But
he
now
came
he's
here for,
going there for football.
Yeah, now he's like, oh, I like this, and I could be really good. And they weren't really doing it for me there.
But I can't lie. Oh, someone asked the topic. Hey guys, welcome to the show. We're discussing USC football, and do we think next year's another rebuild year? I think, some wide receivers are like throw up, catch, pass receivers, and some are like darts. I need the ball in my hands, and I guess we'll just see how Deuce transfers.
Yeah, I think his size. I feel like he was awkward a lot of.
You're too tall to.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like he didn't know how to control his size in a football standard, like
6'6".
on the field like that. Yeah, I feel like it was hard for him. One, you don't have any other tall receivers like you to pattern yourself out here. You're new to the game, kind of, so you're figuring it out. It's like he had so much potential, and I feel like he just said, let me go somewhere else. Let me try it here.
Yeah. I
said maybe that's just a better fit for him. But I'm like, he has too much potential not to be great, I feel.
Completely agree.
What was that you just pulled up? Are you excited about any other receivers or players?
Wow.
You know what?
I'm Jaden.
Jaden?
Just because my
Oh.
I think I was a little critical at the end of the season, but I was kind of getting tired, and I think he caught the brunt of Miller's frustration. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, y'all had all this time. You know these guys. Let's see what you can do as a starter.
Yeah, I'm nervous. So now it's
like the ball's in your court. You have no we could have got him this because he started late. No, it's a fresh year.
I'm very nervous for him because wait, who's behind him? Who else do they don't, not really anybody.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Hassan?
Yeah, but he's a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna play him for real.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'1", which is necessary. You need a tall QB to see over the big guys.
They don't even consider that tall for real. He's probably actually
maybe he's probably 6. I think I've seen him.
But they're always like, we need that 6'2".
True.
Very traditional. But no, I'm nervous for Jaden just because of the way he ended, and I do think it was unfair. So I think it's so hard to be forgiving as a fan, especially when there's been so much hype about Lincoln Riley, and he's come in and he had a lot of help. Caleb helped him out, and it was a good season, and we haven't really been back to that standard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's just a lot of pressure on him. And I'm like, he has some good pieces, though. I feel like Jacoby's finally out of his funk. He's not as moody. I hope it's giving he knows who he is. I don't know if that's good for all of y'all who are going to be on campus with them. That won't be me. But, I don't know. I hope he takes that confidence and he uses it on the field, and he doesn't, and he stays off Twitter, as we know, and he gets his opportunity for real. Because I'm like, you're not really, I mean, I hope he doesn't see things as a competition, because we know last year he got here, he was upset about Kyle. I said that was
no
nothing.
Comp,
but I'm like, we have such good pieces that I just hope they stay consistent.
It's just the newbies I need to see how they
I agree. That's why I wish we had a spring game, but we didn't get that.
But it's what you should be telling me.
No, I'm definitely gonna have to watch some practice highlights, but I mean,
it's not even the same.
It's not really. I see the little clips they post on Instagram, and everybody in the comments yeah, and I'm like, wrap up. You're not even. Why are we yaying? I said that was pass interference.
Ooh, real bad. And Jacoby pulling the face mask, and nobody's eating that.
Literally, I said, why are we cheering for this?
Why are you? Yeah.
I said, this is not holding up on the field.
Yeah, not at all.
But
I don't know. I'm excited, but not. I'm nervous. I've never been a graduate of a school and watched the team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I feel like it's easy to watch college football, though. I feel like I'll always turn on a USC game. I always watch Georgia just because I love it. So I feel like it's not that I'm not going to watch.
I'm going to miss the collie guys.
I just feel like once you, start moving away, it's I don't even know these players. So I think still, knowing them and being I think I'm just going to be who is that?
Yeah.
A lot.
Real. Not she always be doing that in the transfers.
Yeah, especially this year. I'm I don't know who that is. Because there's so many.
Yeah.
Especially on, defense. I'm DB, when did we get him?
Yeah. And the numbers circulating.
Mm-hmm.
Look, guys, let's get into the... I'll say the meat, the juice, the tea. Can I get a drum roll? Derek Carr retired. Yeah. So when 2 weeks ago we were saying, what? So is Derek going to play 3 games and then Tyler learns from him? Now you don't even have that. Look at the bed you made, Saints. Isn't it sloppy and cold and the comforters hanging off the bed? No throw pillows, the stuffed animals on the floor. This is crazy. But this is exactly what you get. And I'm not saying you had to get Shedeur. I'm not one of those everybody needs Shedeur type of people. But what? I don't know what the T was. I saw a lot of things. Oh, he wanted this. They didn't want to pay him.
So you retire?
Older. I think that is so funny. I get it. But also it's like the end of the all the teams kind of got their scraps. Sorry, I didn't mean
their scraps.
Except the Steelers, who are still waiting on Aaron Rodgers, may I add. And what is the month?
I saw that. That's
it is
crazy.
May 12th. The first tea about Aaron, dare I say February, right after the Super Bowl. Where is Aaron going to go?
It's
May, and he's still teamless. And I don't know what the Steelers are doing, but if Mason Rudolph is the QB and throwing to DK, I will full belly laugh on camera. Honestly. But anyways, yeah. Derek Carr is retired. Now Tyler is the starter, I believe. I mean, oh no, they have Spencer Rattler.
I was about to say, but but I would give him a chance. If I'm giving Tyler a chance, I'm giving him a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I think Spencer had so much hype, but then,
Let me just tell you, Spencer Rattler, I watched this man. Would they have the quarterback Beyond the Lights or something?
Oh, yes! The show.
This man, I was like, he's going somewhere. He's going to be so good. I don't know. He did have an attitude problem, low-key.
But
no, he had an attitude problem. And I said,
I was trying to help you,
that might bite you in the butt.
But now, just his play.
I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
No, literally, he was so good.
And I think everybody can attest to what you're saying. Like, they knew, oh, he's coming in the league and getting that money on, getting that pape. And now I'm like, back up.
Literally, I said, Spencer, this is not you.
Not even I feel like it's giving career backup. And I know we said this last show, like, it's not horrible to be a career backup, but I feel like most people who come to the league, they're like, I can really do something, really shake something, make things change.
I don't see that for this quarterback room. It's just a toss-up.
Yeah. And it's not even, for me, it's not even like the Browns, like, oh, at least, Joe can put up a couple games.
Literally.
Maybe Kenny can revive himself. Shedeur, yeah. It's Spencer and
It's
Tyler.
literally like, I'd be like, rock, paper, scissors to see who plays this game.
And now, I'm not going to give y'all too much credit, Giants. But I see why you traded up for Jackson Dart. Like, this much. I see this much. Because realistically, in my head, trading up was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody was getting him.
I agree.
The rest of the round. Dare I say, the second round until your pick. Mm-hmm. But trading up, now it's like, oh, the Saints could have got him. And now they're stuck with Tyler. I don't want to say stuck. It sounds so harsh for him. But realistically, if we're comparing game,
it is.
They're stuck.
Yeah. It's like you had an opportunity. Okay, maybe he can learn, develop him.
Yeah.
Now you got to get out there.
Yeah. I'm shocked, honestly.
I don't know. It's like, I want to feel bad, but it's like, y'all had the opportunity to do something else. It's not like you were just given scraps initially. You literally chose to do what you did, and then here you are. Yeah. I feel bad for the fans because they're sick. I know this is the last straw for a lot
I've been seeing too many, we're happy. So you're happy to tank this year for somebody else. And it can't be Arch. Oh, there's a great creator on TikTok, and he said, Arch Manning has played 2 games. Why are people acting like he is like the second coming of Christ?
I'm not even trying to be mean.
2 games.
I watched him play against Georgia, and they bullied him. I'm like, he need to be out there. Like, he still needs some reps.
Y'all lucky I don't have them claws.
It's just the last name you guys are worried about.
Real bad.
Which is crazy to me.
2 games, and y'all are tanking for him. What are we doing?
That's insane.
What are we on?
That doesn't make
2 is enough?
I'm like, he could literally bust this year. You don't know what he's going to do.
2 is enough?
Like, not at all.
I don't know. Saints, you made your bed. And, I said, oh, not every team needs Shedeur, but y'all could have got him. That's on y'all.
Yeah, you're one of those teams that did need him.
Bad. Raiders, looking at you. But I love Black QB, so Gino, do your thing.
And I don't want them to have a bad season because, Brock.
Oh,
where
I
is-
don't.
You don't like Brock? He is.
Sorry, guys. He just has certain views that I don't align with.
He's just so great.
They were like, "What were you expecting?" He's from. I forgot they named his city, and I was like,
he's from
"Who would have
Georgia,
known
but,
that?"
You know,
But I don't really know the South that well.
you know, a lot of places in Georgia were actually blue though because of I forget her name, Stacey Abrams or something.
But guys, Macy was not prepared for this, so I'm gonna drop a ball here. Let me close this tab. Federal. Hottest takes of sports, all sports. Hottest takes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or opinions that you think like should happen right now. Like for example, I'll start. Ja needs to leave the Grizzlies.
Okay,
I don't think
that's
that's
a good
like
one.
hottest take, but that's like I believe this opinion. Ja, leave the Grizzlies. They're holding you back. It's just not leave.
No, that's fair. I feel like
If you need time to cook, I can just.
no, I feel like my hot take. I don't even think this is a hot take to me. I feel like, no offense, I feel like Steph Curry is more fun to watch than LeBron James. That's a hot take. I know. With me, LeBron, I remember I used to watch him because my brother's a Lakers fan. I'm a Warriors fan. And I used to get so pissed off because I was like, you get a few steps and LeBron get a few extra steps. They don't ref LeBron like they ref everybody else. I will say that. I think he can be fun to watch, but recently I've been like, no, I'm sorry.
On the
rather
Cavs, on the Heat.
No, then he was fun to watch. I said recently.
Oh, recently.
I'm watching Steph over him.
Wow, this is smoking high. Y'all, she didn't even know about this segment. I can't lie. That is hot on fire take. Fire, chat, please.
I know people aren't going to
say
agree.
something,
I
chat.
really don't care.
Yeah, also opinion, you can't tell somebody they're wrong. She thinks he's more fun to watch. That's an opinion.
I do.
You can't say they're wrong. Just for y'all know how y'all be in the comms. But anyways,
You're an idiot.
I completely disagree. This is crazy, but I'm not going to lie. I think for two different reasons. Steph, I think he's fun to watch on his own. But for me, LeBron, his teams are fun to watch. Like Cavs, I like watching Kevin Love and JR.
No, that's a good team.
I can't remember the other white boy. Something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Tristan, I like watching the team together. And like
Thompson.
on the Heat, I like watching them. And the Lakers, when he first got here, I liked watching them. So I think I like watching Steph alone because he's not a team player, but
I don't know. When
he
they
does
had
kind of
like 2016 Warriors,
they were fun.
They were fun to watch. Like that
They were
was
fun.
a team.
But
I
that
feel
was
like
because they had the
that's true. But I feel like now I'm like LeBron. I feel like I'm just watching him struggle every game I watch. Not like struggle athletically. He's fine. But I mean like I'm just like, can someone help him out? It's like he has Luka, but I'm like, Luka, do you realize he's relying on you sometimes?
I think my next hot take, I don't know how hot it is, but okay, I'll say Patrick Mahomes, number 1 QB in the league. Second is Lamar Jackson. Over Jalen Hurts. Over Josh Allen. Over Joe Burrow. I have Lamar. Might be hot.
I think
Guys, we're getting looks from the studio.
that is
I'm saying right now in the league now, all time. Patrick, Lamar.
I don't agree with that. I love Jalen Hurts. I think he's
That's
very
fair.
talented.
I think also, it depends what you compare them. Like, obviously, rings. Yeah. Hello,
But I don't think it's always about rings because I feel like at the end of the day, it's a team sport. So
Thank
it's like,
you. And not everybody
But
is
I
one
think
ring a year.
Lamar Jackson's very talented. He is.
I think a lot of people would say top 5 for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For me,
I agree.
Number 2.
I hate to even get Patrick Mahomes that spot. But did you see when he cut his hair? But he said, "Oh, guys."
He said, y'all didn't tell me I had naps.
He said that?
You have, yes.
He
You
did
have
not
3A.
say that.
Yeah. I'm
He
pulling
did
it
not
up.
say that, Janai. He does.
I didn't even have to finish
No,
searching
go.
it.
Let me see. He said those words?
Yes. Patrick Mahomes is facing controversy for referring to his hair as nappy in a recent local news interview about his hair.
Why is he facing controversy?
Because people are
he's
like,
mixed?
I don't know why the controversy. I didn't see any controversy, but he said y'all didn't. He said this. I can't believe all you guys let me keep that nappy hair. I look way better without it, and I think that's why.
Am I tripping? I didn't.
This was 2 weeks ago.
No, I'm saying I don't remember. I wouldn't describe his hair as nappy before.
That's what I said. I said you have maybe 3B.
Just because you don't comb it didn't mean it was like.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you just need moisturizer.
No, it literally looks like everybody when they take their helmet off. And like I'm, but also it's like
To me, he never gave naps. But
I'm not shocked. It's who you surround yourself with.
where would you put Lamar then? for the take?
This year, you know, I would put him at a smooth 3, you know, under Jalen.
All right.
Honestly, I don't even like Patrick Mahomes. I feel like this year, I don't think Patrick Mahomes showed out as much, in my opinion. I would go Jalen, Lamar, Patrick, personally.
Yeah, but I think also because of what Patrick had,
I agree.
and the fact that they still did all that with in all them games that they just barely won. Don't give me tea. I
think Patrick Mahomes has played better. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, for sure.
Better ball.
You're next.
Oh, a hot take
or opinion?
I don't know. I feel like I don't. That's my biggest one because I'm a Steph Curry fan forever. I don't know.
I'll just let you cook. I think Giannis should leave the Bucks.
That's a fair one.
I think people are saying, no, he should stay, but we literally said last week.
Oh.
There are no draft picks, no first rounds.
I saw something that said he was open to leaving. I don't know if that was him.
He literally just said today, yeah. He was like, I'm open to looking around. Giannis, leave. It's so easy.
Is he going to take his brother with him?
I hope not. Just kidding. I don't think it matters. I think Giannis needs to leave.
I agree.
You want a ring? He said, I want a ring in the next 2 to 5 years. Leave.
I don't think this is a hot take, but Aaron Rodgers should give it up.
Oh.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's just real. I don't know why you're still trying to do this.
Okay, comment in the chat. I don't know if Jalen should be number 1.
That's fair, but that's my opinion.
That's fair. I think this year... Okay, I can't lie. I can understand because Saquon kind of helped push that team.
Yeah, okay, I feel that.
This year, I guess either Patrick, and I'm not going to say Josh Allen.
I think Josh Allen had a good year.
I think so too, but I'm not giving Josh Allen number 1 spot.
I'm not
this
giving
year.
it to him either.
I think Patrick Mahomes still. And then Lamezy.
Yeah, I just don't like Patrick Mahomes.
That's fair.
So I wouldn't put him in my... He's good. He's great. I just don't like him.
Okay, they said because he won that Super Bowl doesn't mean he's number 1. Okay, fair.
That's fair.
And Lamar, if he was a playoff choker, he did better than Jalen. I think so too.
That's fair.
But I also think the Ravens were saved many times by their run game. So both, but it's not saved as in it takes away from the QB play because you need a strong run game. You need a strong offense, receivers, all that, O-line to have a successful winning team. So who would your top 5 QBs be in order? Chat. Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot, Harry Kane, I'm so annoyed that he just won his first championship, guys, if you watch soccer.
I feel like I saw that.
And I'm annoyed. Son, please leave the Spurs if you want to win a ring. But I think a lot of the time in soccer, a lot of players realize I'm not going to win a ring just because it's so much talent everywhere. And if you can play on a team and stay on a team and get paid and have notoriety and people recognize your talent, I guess that means more than winning in soccer.
That's fair. Another hot take. I think Jordan Poole needs to be rescued. I think LaMelo needs to be rescued.
Yes, I was going to say LaMelo leave.
He needs to be, but I feel like he doesn't want to, bro. He likes to play with them, which is fair. They're just they're literally a glorified AAU team.
Yeah. I think LaMelo, Giannis, Ja, anybody else you think needs to leave?
Oh, I thought you were going to say put them on a super team. I said, that sounds terrible.
That would be crazy, but these people need to leave bad.
I agree, but it's where are they going to go? They're going to trade up. These are all the stars.
Yeah.
So it's
But LaMelo, I can't. I know he's going to have so much fun wherever he goes, hopefully.
But he's the face of the Hornets. I don't think they're letting him go.
But so was Luka, and we were all shocked.
Oh, yeah, I was shocked.
And Giannis wants to leave, and I think they are going to trade him because they need draft picks. They have none.
But where is he going to go is my thing.
Well, he said he wants to win, and I think Milwaukee cares about Giannis in his opinion enough to be all right, wait, where are you going to go? He got to go to Houston, a team that's going to win in the next 2 to 5 years. Obviously, the teams that are in the playoffs right now. Mm-hmm. I would add Houston to that list. Somebody said the Nets. The Lakers. Someone said the words. They said you can put Jimmy in a package and put Giannis there. I wholeheartedly agree, but I just don't think they're doing that. They just got Jimmy.
They're not doing that. I don't think they're doing that. That's crazy.
Okay, we're getting comments in the chat. What's up, guys? Okay, whoa. Why does Ja need to leave? Not my king. Hold on. I'm sorry, and your name is Grizzly Productions. I guess you love the Grizzly, but I can't lie. Ja, if he wants to win, he needs to go. Or they need to, I don't want to say build around him better, but essentially he's the star of the team.
Yes.
And I know they have JJJ, and he has some help, but look what happened this season.
They're not, if they don't make any changes, they're not doing nothing. He's just sitting there.
And he also, everybody said this in the beginning, I agree, like, Ja's playing style is only going to hurt him in the long run. Look where we are now, hurting him in the bones and the ankle and the knee. So I'm glad he toned down on all the super dunks and all that, but I think Josh should leave for his own good, not because he's hurting the team. And this was the QB list. 1, Lamar. 2, Allen. 3, Mahomes. 4, Burrow. 5, Jalen. I agree.
You don't even like Joe Burrow.
But I was about to say, this
Burrow
year,
is crazy.
I'm not
this
putting
year,
Joe
Burrow is crazy.
But let me say this. I'm not ready to hold you. Oh, he got comeback player of the year. I'm so mad.
This year, Burrow's not above Jalen.
I'm so mad. Well, 1, Lamar, I agree. I just wanted to be partial to not this year. My list was not this year's list. I would put Mahomes first as like last 5 years. But 1, Lamar this year, yep. Allen.
That's fair. I just feel like he's not flashy like everybody else.
But
so I kind of like forget about him.
Scraps.
But he's good.
Yeah.
For sure.
3, Mahomes. Okay. 4, Burrow. 5, Jalen. I respectfully don't think Jalen is 5th in this list. I think Jalen should be 4th above Burrow or above Mahomes. But no, I don't think so. I think Lamar, Allen, Mahomes, Jalen, Burrow. And I'm not going to lie, it's only because after these guys, it's like, oh, like the tier 2 is like,
yeah,
okay. So like, because of that, this is what we're working with. And these guys are great. I'm not saying they're not, but Burrow's season wasn't enough for me to be like top 5.
Yeah, but no, I get it. I feel like that a lot of it wasn't his fault though. His O-line was trash.
Yeah, that's fair. And he did win comeback player of the year for something.
So he's not bad. I just think
he
this
did
year
lead the league in yards.
I forget. He didn't have a terrible year.
Yeah.
But
as a Memphis fan, I think trading Ja would be so bad because there are very few players in the history of Memphis culture. I can agree to that. I think Grizzlies' biggest problem is purely that Jaren and Ja don't play well together. But trading Jaren is hard because you won't get a player as good as him. I agree. He was defensive player of the year, and you need a good defender. And I think Ja obviously is the personality, the face, the hype, the scorer. I think if it's between Ja and Jaren as a Grizzlies like owner or whatever, I would not want to give my superstar away.
that's what I'm saying.
But as Ja, if I'm Ja and I want to win, I need to leave. Unless we sit down and talk and say, who are we bringing in? What are we doing? What moves are we making? Because we can't just take the same team and expect different results.
No, I agree. That's exactly what it is with the Grizzlies. It's just like they could keep that team together. They're just not winning nothing.
They're not going anywhere.
And I feel like for Ja, he's still young. So I'm like, when have you won?
Yeah, and people still like him,
So I'm like, realistically, I feel like everybody's goal when they get to the league, they're like, I gotta win something. I gotta win. I said, that's not a reality for them right now.
Yeah.
So they gotta make some changes for sure.
5-4, stand on money now, 6-6. But I would say this is a commenter. The stats Burrow put up more than Hurts though. I hear you, but for me, I do not look just at stats. I think you can look at stats like, I'm not gonna call them out no more. I don't want to get slandered. But certain people on USC football, you look at the stats and you say, oh, this is great. But if you watch them play, you realize why the stats are like that. I don't know if that makes sense. But for example, I'm kidding now. But if you're if you're a DB and they keep targeting you, you're going to have more tackles than the DB they don't target on the other side. But why are they targeting you? Because they think you're easier.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep targeting the right side. So, like, stats, I feel like, aren't always the same. But QBs is different. I can't lie. QBs is different.
No, I agree.
But it's also who you have.
Yeah.
Like, who are your receivers? Triple crown Jamar Chase. Yeah. Burrow's stats maybe a little bit better than Jalen's. Triple Crown, who didn't have a contract going to the season. Yeah, I'm saying I need
Jamar
that.
Chase had something to prove, for sure.
And
I think, especially with the addition of Saquon Barkley,
yeah,
Jalen said, "All right, let me take a load
Real.
off. Take this ball, go."
And Saquon almost broke the record, so we know that.
Yeah,
we know that the Eagles were like, Jalen, this arm, you only had
Just
to
rest
use it
it.
too much.
and he didn't.
The update on the Warriors, it is, according to my thing, 61-64.
That's not even bad.
I don't know if it's accurate, just because, Google
It's
Google
64,
scores me
64.
slower.
Oh.
And it's quarter 3 and 10 minutes left, guys. In the third quarter. We got
Honestly, they're staying up. They're staying. They haven't fallen behind.
this. Yeah. As we said, I don't think Warriors winning the series. I think Pacers got it. I think Knicks got it. And Nuggets and Thunder, I'm going to say Nuggets, but I think it's,
it really could go either
2
way.
and 2. I think that's the most exciting series.
For sure.
But
There's
I can't
no
lie.
doubt about it.
I like watching the Pacers play. Because I'm
Yeah.
just so, what the hell, Burton? I'm like, okay, wait. Okay, my bad for doubting you. A good example is Kirk Cousins in the stat combo. He's always put up great stats, but he's just not good enough to be a QB on the championship. Completely agree. Kirk, he's like in the middle. And I think Kirk, he's a good QB. I'm not going to say great, but he definitely benefits from having great players around him. And I don't know, Ski. We seen what happened with the Commanders. And then he went to the Vikes, and we're like, okay. It depends who you put around Kirk. But I think the top 5 QBs that we listed, it don't depend who you put around.
Yeah.
You put them in the game,
agree.
they're cooking.
That's why I feel like if someone's like, oh, this one's 1, this one's 2, I'm kind of like, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's like these are the top 5.
Ooh, do you think OBJ is retiring soon? He needs to. He needs to. Oh, you disagree?
No, I thought he was already gonna make that announcement. I didn't think we were gonna.
The fall off is sad. And I
It
know
is
people
so
say
sad.
injuries. It's sad.
I just think
it's sad.
it's one of those things where I just, in a way, wish he didn't even come back.
Man,
Because
y'all,
it just got worse.
if y'all are our age,
worse.
OBJ was him.
Everybody
Sellies,
dyed
the
their hair
bit-
like OBJ.
literally.
Everybody wanted that jersey.
The sellies, what's it called? The cleats, the designs on the cleats, bro. Mind you, this is before TikTok. We didn't have no cool edits and stuff. We just went on NFL, Instagram, and bro. He was like that. Oh my gosh. He was him. And I wish he didn't go to the Giants, bro. I wish he went to an actual good team, man. But I mean, he had a good season on the Rams, and he got himself a ring. He got a ring. Maybe he can go out happy.
He needs to stop.
Ooh, Kirk is a floor raiser, but your ceiling plummets. 8 raises the floor, but the ceiling falls apart, which is the opposite of what you want your QB to be when you're on a talented team. Yeah, and I think that's why. Hold up. That's why I don't think anybody really wanted him.
Ooh.
And why he was benched in the middle of the season for Michael Penix.
Oh yeah.
Even I'm a little hesitant about Michael though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was kind of like.
Come on, Big Mike, prove him wrong.
I just feel like at that point they're like, we're not. We could just try it out and see.
Yeah.
Said, however, Drake needs a QB, so I need y'all to cook. You're wasting this talent.
Yeah, and Trojans, do your thing. Any other hot takes? Any other memories from this pod and our time here in Studio B, guys?
USC hot take. USC. I don't feel like USC women's basketball did enough recruiting offseason. I'm very worried. I'm very worried about how they're gonna look next year. I was very disappointed.
I think it's a lot of pieces. I don't know how they fit together.
Yeah.
But Lindsay, she does her thing. I guess we'll see. But
I'm nervous already.
yeah.
Men's basketball, I'm like, well, I mean, y'all got the talent. If y'all don't do it, it's really just y'all.
Men's basketball, is it fair to say they did too much? That's how I feel.
They did do too
Greens,
much.
beans, potatoes.
They
tomatoes.
did enough for them and women's. Like, it's crazy.
They did a lot. Yeah. I think hot take. Nah, I don't want to get crucified.
I was going to say hot take. I think Mason Cobb should have been signed by now. I don't even think that's a hot take. I feel so bad that he hasn't had an opportunity. I've seen people, like, not even a little camp. And I'm not talking about
I get a rookie mini camp.
Yeah.
At least. I don't think that's hot. I don't think that's hot. But I also think if they just weren't sold and they feel like there's...
I just wonder. I wish I could be a fly on the wall and know why. Because I'm like, if it's about character, there's a few that you took.
that were questionable. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel bad because I feel like everyone's really like, I mean, I guess what's his name? What are the stepbrothers that came in?
Oh, Easton and Achille.
Yeah, Achille didn't, but
yeah. Hot take. I'm glad the Ravens cut Justin Tucker. I think a lot of people would disagree with me because they say innocent until proven guilty. And I definitely agree to that, especially in this country, especially with things going on. However, there are some times where I feel like you need to be proactive, but I do think it can hurt. Like, there was a situation where a guy was falsely accused, and then it turns out he wasn't even there, and he was already cut from the team. That is crazy, but I understand why the team did that, but then it's like, it puts him in a tough situation. Yeah. But for Justin, I think it was 6 or 16, I can't remember, but accusations, and
it's crazy.
There are tweets dating back to like 2013 about it. People were like, bro, I heard Justin this, and I don't know. Obviously innocent until proven guilty, but I think it's tough because everyone loves JT. I loved JT, and bro, he was fire and like that, and I always said Justin's gonna save the day. He's gonna save the day. Like, I forgot what they called him. Automatic. Yeah. But no. I'm not glad as in like smiling happy because I don't know this new kicker. He could be Michael Lance. Sorry. But
could be.
I think when it comes to safety and believing women and accusations and all these things, I think you just have to like sever ties. And also I think, dare I say, maybe his season was like a foreshadowing of this, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I remember when I was seeing on the edits, everybody was upset, and I said, let me go look this up. Then I said, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, why did they? Then I said, oh.
Yeah. I mean, I forgot how many accusations was, but like.
Which is crazy. It's like nice to see teams like take a stand because I'm like, we talk about all the time. The Hornets just sit there and just.
Nothing.
They don't care and they just let people back.
Yeah, and there's literally a commissioner's exempt list. And Miles isn't on it?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, you don't need him that bad. Trust. You're not doing anything.
And there's another, I don't know if you guys saw, a Miami football player. Hold up, because you don't know what. Another accident. Miami Hurricanes linebacker Adarius involved in a car crash Saturday that left 3 people dead. 78-year-old woman, 10-year-old boy, and 4-year-old boy. And I completely agree. They said this is the problem with NIL.
I agree.
Yeah. And people were saying it's not NIL. NIL doesn't drive the wheel. When you give people access to money that may not have access to that amount before, they spend it ridiculously.
And they don't go get no regular car.
Hello?
They go get something nice, something flashy, something fast.
And we literally said this so many times. Oh, God be pleased with his soul. Was Kyron Lacey not enough? Henry Ruggs, not enough. Jalen Carter situation, not enough. What more do you need?
It doesn't make sense.
You are not exempt.
Literally, it doesn't make sense because these people are just like you. Like, really, like, you're in the same position. You play sports too. You're getting NIL.
Literally.
I don't understand how you're like, that can't happen to me.
Literally.
That doesn't make
And he was
any
speeding
sense.
in a residential street.
It makes no sense. Like, I'll see people. I saw one. I forget where else it was, but I don't know if that was him. But it was another player who had just come from the bar, and he was like, he was underage, and they were like, oh yeah, that place like lets people in, which, especially if you're a football player. And my thing is, I don't get that. I'm like, do you not have friends? Because none of my friends are driving home
ever
if they're drinking.
And I'm not with that. Oh, she said she's good. No,
it doesn't matter. But I'm like,
I will buy
guys
the Uber.
are like that, and I'm like, why did you not care about each other like girls care about each other? Because I'm like, no, you're coming with me. Like, you're not getting in a car. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, I don't know if it's seen as like less masculine, which is stupid. Because I'm like, you literally are facing a charge.
And I don't understand, like, how many more examples do you need?
Literally, I'm like, are you not grateful for everything you're being given? Like, I would do my best not to mess that up. Like, you're literally being given all of this. It's like, you didn't have that before. So you know what it feels like to not have that. So why would you risk it? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you're not even thinking logically.
I hate it so much. Like, and I mean, we've seen it with rappers. They get money. They get a humongous chain with their rap name on it, or their label, or their, I don't know, what is 4PF? It's not a gang. What is it? Like their affiliate code. You know? And it's like, why do you need that? Why do you need that? Why do you need the fastest car ever? Why do you need, I mean, it's frustrating. And some of the times it's not, you can't even tell them what to do. The parents are like, bro, don't get that. I can tell you how many times a parent told me, you know, you shouldn't do this. And I'm like, anti-ways. And then you're like, I should have listened. Friends, family, it doesn't matter. My friend's like, girl, don't do that. You know, you don't bring a jacket to the Coliseum. I'm like, it ain't cold. And then I'm like,
freezing over here. Can I get your jacket?
Literally, Macy, are you cold? Like, it's just, you know, sometimes it's like, yeah, I got all this money.
But I feel like this is like bigger things. Like, I've never been like, you know what? Let me get in my car. No. Speed. I'm like, it just feels like you have no empathy. Like, you don't care about anybody else but yourself. I'm like, but you don't even care about yourself. Because I'm like, you could die too driving home. It doesn't make any sense.
I forgot about Rashi Rice. Hit and run and ran. Oh, nah.
I'm like, nah. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I'm like, coaches.
I don't even know
having this talk.
Like, I don't know what. I don't want to say blame, but like, who is it on? There's too many examples. Kyron Lacey is no longer here. That is an example.
They need
Henry Ruggs is in prison. Like, what examples do you need?
They're gonna have to figure out how to distribute NIL. It's gonna be a thing. The athletes are gonna be upset, but it's like, at the end of the day, people are trying to help you because clearly you don't know how to act with it.
Real.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I kid you not, it's like every week there's a new story like this.
Literally.
Every week. It's like
literally
no days off.
Another
like,
crash.
It doesn't make any sense.
What?
I don't get it.
Especially since, I hate to keep bringing this up, but since the incidents, I don't even want to keep bringing this up, but like, his funeral was just, 2 weeks ago? What are we doing?
It's like, y'all saw this and y'all were like, oh my gosh, like, everybody was upset, and then you get out and do the same thing.
It's crazy. And granted, it's not the same situation. It's just with the speeding.
Exactly. You shouldn't be speeding, bro.
I don't understand.
And it's not even like speeding like, oh, I'm going 5 over. It's speeding.
Crazy. Always crazy.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't even, like, if you speed in the car with me, I'm never driving with you.
Bad.
Because what do you mean you don't care about my life?
I'm so safe, granny. I'll definitely rush to work, but me rushing to work is like, I can't stay behind this person.
Yeah.
They going slow. Yeah. Not, let me push the pedal. It never gave.
And then in a residential, it's crazy.
The way people run out behind the car, you don't see them.
Especially in LA, you can't do that. My foot be on the brake. I'm like, I know they about to come
LA's
out.
bad.
Let me just move.
Any sentimental?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I was talking to a friend and I said, I just don't feel like I'm graduating. Like, I was talking to Cassie and she was like, yeah, everyone's asking me if I'm sad. I said, I don't think I felt sad and since our last like Coliseum game.
That was so sad.
Or like sometimes I'll like walk campus and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna miss this.
It's so sad. I can't lie. The campus walks, I'll be like, slow.
But I don't know. Literally, I don't think I'm gonna feel sad until like I actually walk the stage and then like go hug my family. Then I'm like,
bro, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out.
I'm like, you guys, you're not getting any pictures. I'm gonna
my
cry.
Eyes out bad, eyes puffy. Like,
however, last year when I was at graduation, I didn't see anyone crying, which I'm like, am I just weird? But I'm like, but also like, a lot of them weren't sad to leave, and a lot of them didn't leave. They did a master's.
I'm gonna cry because I feel like I won't have this access to like this life anymore.
I know, like, Annenberg is so nice. I feel like I get like kind of this access because this isn't my school. So I'm like, it's not that I'm not gonna miss this because I am, because this is so easy. But I'm like, I don't see this every day.
Yeah, the access to like friends, access to games, access to people in your age group like so closely. I was saying
that. I was like, this is worse than high school graduation because I'm like, everybody went to the same, like, you're all like from where you went to high school.
Yeah, the city.
I said now it's like See you when I see you. That's
Literally.
like, that's so sad.
Oh, congrats in the chat. I just graduated last week. Okay, where'd you go? Obviously, we go to USC if y'all don't know. SC. Where'd you graduate from? 2025. Not really, you know.
2025.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's sad, but happy. I hope this is not our last episode, guys. I hope
Do
not.
we have access to this in the summer or no?
We do.
Oh,
They just have to, someone has to unlock the door.
So
So
your card's not gonna work anymore.
my card will work. It's just that this door is
Oh,
locked.
okay, guys, we can come back in the summer. You know,
Someone got unlucky. You know that.
they don't like to unlock.
They don't like to be here.
We're gonna be here, and they're gonna be like,
I'm gonna say,
hurry
just let me
up.
have the key, please.
Just make one.
Y'all know I'm. Oh
You
yeah,
know-
3D print the key.
You know, like, Mom.
Yeah. Thank you. And then, I don't know. Okay, Tennessee State.
Okay. I want to visit Tennessee so bad.
Yeah. I feel like the games, the orange and white.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
the Warriors are done for.
80-68. Yes, Steph, pack it up.
Back it up. If it is our last episode, guys, I'm gonna continue this. I'm gonna do my best. I don't care if it's not CUB. We're gonna carry this legacy on.
I said it
But
should be like
Maybe our last
what is
episode
it?
in here. I don't know.
Chad Ochocinco. You know how they do
Oh
those little
yes,
thing. There's-
nightcap.
It's so funny the way they do it.
You'd be like, Chad, and then 10 seconds later, huh?
They're so funny.
But what can I say, guys? I don't know. There's so much to say.
There is, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm like nostalgic, but I'm like, I don't feel like I'm leaving. So I'm like, I don't even have any words. I feel like I'm going to leave and be like,
I'm thankful for all the hate comments, guys. I screenshotted one today. I don't like
there was another
cussing
one?
on air, but it's so funny. We posted a video on our socials, and then someone said, "Get these hoes out of basketball talk," but they spelled it Huzz, the way that
So it's kind of like
people
nice.
are recently saying
Yeah.
hoes.
Hoes.
I hate that way. The hate comments are so funny, guys.
The hate comments, they're not even like hurtful.
They're
I'm like,
so funny.
Half the time they're misspelled.
When
or
he said, "Put on them pads. I'll show you what's up."
I said,
I'm not an athlete.
or what was like, oh, drop the Addy, I need that. I said, you're going to
You
fight
want
me
to
for
fight
an
us
opinion?
because you disagree.
I said, you must be so bored.
real.
I'm going to miss the hate comments.
Real bad. It's funny.
They were literally hilarious.
Oh yeah, pull up. We need that.
yeah.
Let's
No,
see what you talk about.
immediately.
Let's see.
Because the hate comments were a lot. I was like, ooh. I said, let me stop reading this post. 'cause
Yeah, you know the easy.
They weren't even like hate. They weren't even like, you know, like have a
Disagree,
conversation.
exactly.
They were just, I was like, oh.
Oh, y'all don't know ball. This that, and the third.
I don't care about the y'all don't know ball. I feel like anybody you talk to,
Real
if they
ball
don't have
knowers.
the same opinion as you, or
That's
you
the
don't
easy
like
cop
their
out.
literally, or be like, oh, they're girls.
Yeah.
I am.
And NFL 2025 season predictions. Ravens.
They
Y'all
have to get
seen
to
how
get
Lamar been moving this offseason? Ravens.
He was just in a Drewski video.
Ravens.
You see that?
Ravens. Commanders, y'all might
I love the Commanders.
give us a little comp, a little run. Ravens.
I feel like the Commanders are too young though. I feel like Lamar's got it.
Yeah. Giants. I'm gonna be watching to see what Jackson Dart talking about because
No.
I'm not really.
I feel
sold
like
on
he's
that.
gonna need a
Dart and
few
Neighbors.
years. He's good, but
I'm
I
gonna
feel
watch
like
for
he's gonna need
Neighbors
some
though.
time. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun duo. I think. No, okay, got it.
No, probably. I don't know. NFL predictions.
No, I definitely think the Ravens. It's like a get back season. I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna try to have one. I don't know realistically.
You think Eagles can run it back?
In a way, I feel like yes, but it's like I feel like once you win a ring, it's like difficult to get back there. Everybody's gunning for you.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it realistically, but I think a lot of people are working harder than them in a way.
That's fair.
Because I feel like when you lose, you want it more.
real.
And it's like
Chip
when
on
you
your
win, you're like,
shoulder.
I got it.
Yeah. I think maybe hot take. Dak, wrap it up.
Dak, yeah.
Bro, get out of here. Like, George Pickens to me is not changing much.
I don't think
It's splitting the like eyes on CD,
I
which is
agree.
great, but it's not him. It's Dak. I'm not real with you.
Literally.
Bye.
That's
Bye,
not
Dak. Lord, y'all don't even know. Bye, Dak. Bye, Zion. Anyways, yeah, I think Dak gotta go.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like you've been given chance after chance. Now it's just sad.
Yeah, real.
I can't believe they still believe in him, but maybe that's just me. I would have been said, so we're replacing you.
Real bad.
We've got somebody else coming in because it's ridiculous.
We need more women in the sports talk space, especially in terms of opinion expression. I believe this so bad. So bad. That's why I said you're not going to get this anywhere else. Real, raw, authentic opinion.
I agree.
In a way that's not like, oh, that's a great point, Stephen A. Nah. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Get Dak off the... Oh, nah, he sucks.
I agree. And especially when you feel like comfortable enough to give the opinions, I feel like you're not working to like... Not like you don't care what the athletes have to say, but you're kind of like, I'm saying it, one, because I have an opinion, two, because I want you to be better.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to worry about how you show up. It's just like, you say what you want.
Yeah.
Lakers in 5 next year.
Maybe.
Depends who they get. But, you know, it is time, guys. She does have exams. And
I have one exam. Oh, my gosh. Pray for me.
Y'all know I'm free, so I could.
You want to take mine? Just kidding. He knows everyone in that class.
Yeah, he's going to say, you're not Macy. I'm going to say, really?
Really?
What are you lying about? Anyways, guys, it was so nice. I don't think it's going to be our last. You know, we're going to continue. We're going to always fight on because USC. You see what I did there? Oh!
I don't feel like it's going to be our last show.
Lamar, please. Come on the show. Oh, yeah. Last thing. What guest would you want to have? Lamar, LeBron.
I was thinking about this the other day. Oh, mine is Steph Curry. I feel like we know this.
Okay, fair.
Steph Curry, Aaron Gordon, underrated. Who else? I feel like Angel Reese would be fun.
Angel Reese for sure. I want all the tea.
I feel like we could kiki.
All the tea. Juju, I want all the tea. I want Juju to be herself, Juju, not media trained. I want that bad.
Yeah, no, literally.
Caleb Williams.
I want media trained
authentic, real Caleb asking questions you wasn't expecting. Yeah, I need that.
Like, yeah.
Real questions type of thing. Yeah, I can't think of any more. Probably non-celebrity. Maybe Kanye.
I think that would be
controversial.
I think I'd be scared if he gets loud. I'd be like, cut it off.
Any non-celebrity or non-athlete?
Non-celebrity? I feel like I can't think because...
Dude, Dennis, Kai.
I feel like they don't know how to talk. I feel like Kai would be funny, but I feel like...
Reggie!
Oh, Reggie would be funny. I think Kai and Reggie at the same time because Reggie's going to keep him in check.
Okay. I don't really know Kai too well. So, I get okay.
But no, Reggie be eating him up. He's funny.
Come on the show, Ski, if y'all want. Zay Flowers. Okay, that's fair. I can respect that. I don't really, but yeah. No, I just wouldn't interview. Just kidding. Zay, I love you, please.
Zay, I'd be like, what's going on?
And I did interview at the draft.
I'd be like, what's going on? What's your plans for
Dirk?
the year?
I would do Dirk.
Dirk-yo.
For sure. Drake. I don't know.
I feel like he would get on my nerves. Oh. I feel like the Canadian lingo would I'd be like,
what did they say? You're
crazy, dog. You cheese me, dog.
Anyways, guys, Macy's going to close us out. As always, it was great. I don't think this is our last. It's just one small step for man, one giant leap for womankind.
Okay, I was like, not you stealing their thing.
Never.
She want to go to the moon.
She was a fairy.
Like Katy Perry.
Yep. Oh, never mind. I don't ever want to do that. I'm cool off that bad. No.
Anyways, guys, as always, thanks for joining us. Like Janai said, I really don't think this is our last show. My intuition's very good, and I feel like we're going to be back in here because we're going to miss it so bad. But I really don't think it is. So, in the meantime, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, like you see down below. Take her mic away just to see the updates, see what we're doing. Maybe we'll change the time, switch it up for summer, Got to spend some time with our families, enjoy our graduation. Wish us a congratulations. Like, we really do this. It was a long time coming. It was so difficult. But as always, guys, leave a comment down below. We'll check them. And, we're going to see you in a few weeks, I'm sure, guys. Okay? Thanks for joining us, y'all.